everybody? Welcome to Capital of Combat. The name says it all. I'm Hakeem Branch.
Rob Jerome.
And today we're going to preview this Saturday's middleweight title fight between Daniel Jacobs and Peter Quillin. Now, Jacobs owns, I believe, the WBA, or a piece of the WBA, because they have like 8 champions in every weight class. Whatever. Also on that card, you have Chris Algieri fighting Eric Bonet, which should be pretty interesting because Algieri has been shown that he can put some new wrinkles in his game with his new trainer, John David Jackson, and Eric Bonet, who gave a good account of himself in his last fight versus Sean Porter, even though it was a loss. This fight really depends on which Algieri shows up, if it's going to be the boxing move Algieri or if it's the walk forward stalking Algieri that we got in his last fight versus Amir Khan. With Eric Bonet, we get the same thing. He is a patient, counter-punching boxer who doesn't use his feet a lot, but he does exhibit some good head movement and he does use his legs well, even if it's not to just move around the ring a lot. He does a lot of level changes, and like I said, he is a very good counter puncher. So I think this one is going to come down to timing. You want to add something on to that one?
Yeah, it's just like you said, it comes down to timing. I'm kind of interested in seeing what John David Jackson can do with Chris Algieri. He showed a completely different fighter than the one that was in the Provodnikov fight and the Pacquiao fight.
Yeah.
And that says a lot, because that's not only a change of mentality to go after an opponent, but a change in confidence. Even though he's not someone that has a lot of power,
right,
or is non-existent, he's a guy that's like, look, I got to make it look. If I'm not going to knock him out, I got to make it look good. And he went straight after Khan. I think John David Jackson is going to teach him some things that he may not have known and improve on the things that he does do well.
Yeah. So that one should be pretty good. Also, we got Jonathan Oquendo fighting Jesus Cuellar for a featherweight title, and this one should be pretty good as well. Cuellar, who is a pretty good fighter, Oquendo has had his ups and downs, but he's also a pretty decent fighter.
We just saw him go life and death with Johnny Gonzalez on the undercard to the Mayweather
Pacquiao.
No, this was September. Mayweather-Berto.
I'm sorry.
Undercard, and Cuellar is not too far off of knocking out Victor Archinian. So
yeah, that was bad. He put it on him.
So if I had to guess, I'm going with Cuellar in this one, just because I've seen Oquendo hot and cold, depends on who he's fighting.
Yeah.
And I can see Cuellar just really putting hands on him.
Yeah, Cuellar is very accurate, very tight and precise with his shots. I'm going the same way. Main event time. This one has a lot of question marks. We've got Quillin, who finds it very hard to make weight recently. And that is going to play a big factor in this fight. If he has trouble making 160, then he's in trouble with a good fighter like Jacobs, who has an extensive amateur background, has pretty good pro experience, and is a hard puncher. Quillin, while not having the amateur background, has pretty good pro experience and also hits very hard.
And if you saw the Zerafa fight, you'll see how hard it was.
Yes, Zerafa took a very long time to get off. No,
they took him out the ring.
He immediately went to the hospital. They took him out on the gurney, and it was a hellacious right hand that he landed. And he can hurt you with both hands, because he dropped Indom 6 times, and it was off of right hands and left hooks. Danny Jacobs, I believe, is more of a left-handed fighter. Like he's a hooker. Like has a very good left hook. He likes to throw looping right hands, and his hands are just a little bit faster than Quillin's. So if he can outwork him and get inside of Quillin, then I think he'll have a good account of himself. But if he stays on the outside and lets Quillin land those shots or his lead left hook that he likes to leap in on, it's going to be a short night. Because Jacobs has shown that he can be hurt. He was knocked out by Pirogue. He's been hurt by other fighters, but he was also dropped in his last fight versus Sergio Mora because he got careless.
By a left hook that he didn't see coming.
Yeah. And Quillin has a lot more on his left hook than Sergio Mora. So, I believe we're both in agreement that Quillin is probably going to win this fight. And maybe by knockout.
Yeah, I just think Quillin, if he touches him, you could see that he may not be able to take Quillin's punch as well as Quillin could take Jacobs' punch. And I definitely think that if he can keep him at the end of his punch, then he has a better chance, because Jacobs, he can kind of jab his way in, but he uses his feet really well to kind of inch himself in, where he like you say, he just throws those looping punches, and they're very compact and they have a lot on them, so they can happen like that.
Yeah, his combinations are very fast, which is why he does have a shot in this fight. This is not a lock. I think he can outwork Quillin. I think he can hurt Quillin because Quillin has been hurt several times as well. He's only been down once versus Andy Lee, but he has been hurt several times. But except for the draw with Lee, he's undefeated. So he has the intangibles to pull himself out of those situations.
And he did have a tough fight with Rosado, which he was winning in the first half of the fight. Mm-hmm. But before the technical knockout, you could see Rosado coming on and getting into that middle and close ground. And I just think that Jacobs can make it a fight if he can get on the inside.
Yep. There's the example of Peter Quillin rising from adversity and getting the win. So we're going to go with Quillin. And I want you guys to let us know what you think. That's all we got. Thanks for watching. Like this video. Share it with your friends. Everyone is going to watch this fight. Subscribe if you have not. You can hit us up on Facebook, Google+, Instagram, CapitalofCombat. You can also hit us up, CapitalofCombat@gmail.com. That's it for us. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.
This is round one, and you've already lost. They don't seem to see that everything we've done is coming and cost. My fists are on fire. I perform till I perspire. My demons are in a rage. Keep thinking that it's a game. I kick crime, hurricane. I told them I don't play. I'm liquid.
Black Street Fighter.